Hey everyone, welcome back to Yokuo Plays. Today on Kirby Superstar, we are storming the castle. Well, not storming so much as walking in leisurely, eating their food, and eating their men. Alright, those poor janitors. We just ate the janitors, guys. We ate the janitors. Now, the castle's interesting because there are a lot of rooms like this where you have to have a specific power-up in order to progress. There are several rooms like that here. I won't say that the castle is my least favorite part of the game, but it probably is the most tedious part. Just because of things like that. But you know, it's just general Kirby action, but with a little more pizzazz to it. And we're getting pretty hot and heavy into the game at this point, so it makes sense for the difficulty to start improving. Like, Spring Breeze was pretty easy, Dynablade wasn't too bad either, Revenge of Meta Knight was a little bit harder, this is harder than that, and next I believe we're going into Milky Way Wishes, which while is a harder game, I think is less tedious than this one because it's not a treasure hunt. Meanwhile, Kirby has the ninja ability. Now, fun fact, you can't attack cannons with ninja ability, but it can make you disappear, which is a cool little visual glitch. I honestly didn't know about that before I did it. I just decided, I wonder if I can dash past this cannon. Guess what? You can't. So this is kind of a mean, cruel trap. Birdon's gonna like it less than me. As you can see. Huh, less than me, as you can see. I'm a poet and I wasn't even aware that I could do such things. Yes, I know what I did, guys, don't worry. Okay, so I am on track as far as my treasures go. The castle can be kind of random, so you never really know. Just make sure you have all the treasures by the time you leave if you're playing this yourself. Meanwhile, as you may have just seen with Biospark, who is the ninja partner, you can clean the walls as a ninja. Kirby was doing it a little bit earlier, albeit I didn't mean for him to. So, continuing onward and forward with partners making out. I don't know! Are they kissing? I mean, I don't run their lives, I don't know. It's not for me to say. Meanwhile, there are coconuts inside the castle, falling from the sky. Go on, explain this with your logic. I know logic should probably go out the window considering everything else that's happening on screen, but coconuts for your interior design, what are you doing? And this castle has a lot of defenses. Look at all these cannons. This place is fortified. This place might be 5-fied. 6-fied? Got a unicorn horn, that's fun. And the part where we try to escape the cannonballs without getting hit, which wasn't gonna happen, let's be honest. Okay, got out of that. Give myself a Parasol Waddle D partner. If this next room is what I think it is, and it is, this is dicey. We need the hammer. So I have to hope that my partner doesn't hit that cherry bomb in the middle before we can kill the partner. Or before we can kill the bad guy, which we did. So we have our hammer. Now, you know, I'm thinking, hey, well, let's just smack it. Why not? I will regret that in about 5, 4, 3, 2, now. Kirby ducking down like that is his sign of, oh man, I messed up. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yokuo, you could just go back into the room and get it right now, and you'd be right. So, past me, if you could just, like, go back right now, that'd be great, thanks. But instead, we're fighting Meta Knight's cronies who are here because of reasons? I'm not exactly sure. Okay, there we go, drop that, go over here, grab the chest, and we have to fight the Hammer Man again. And he's dead. And what's better than one hammer? Well, that's easy, good sir. 2 hammers! And we are now the Hammer Brothers. Cue Mario 3 Hammer Brothers fight music here. Except not really, because audio strikes and stuff. So just pretend. You're hearing it in your head right now. You know, dun 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 dun. So on and so forth. Yeah. Go with it, guys. Just go with it. You have to want it. Meanwhile, we have 2 hammers on screen and no way to hit that bomb. So that's sad. This room is a giant pain. Literally. Literally, it is a giant pain. Watch this. My partner tried to get on the block with me and pushed me into the flaming metal death trap, and I died. And when you die in this game, you start at your last save point. Or, pending, sometimes the last door you went out of if it was in the same general room as the save point. So like, if I go out the front of the castle, I'll be in that area if I die again, because that's where the save point is. It's a little confusing. You'll see it, possibly, later. I had to do some editing because there was a death or two, and I cannot remember if what I'm talking about is part of the death or not. So bear with me on that. Meanwhile, again, continuing the wiles with the means. Why is Wile so mean anyway? Like, why is that? Anyone have any idea? Let me know in the comments. Why is Wile such a jerk? Why does it have to be meanwhile? Why don't we say good while? Or okay while? Or see you after a while? Wait, no, that's different. That's totally not the same thing. Never mind. Okay, so I need to get that bomb in the other room, so I'm gonna grab the beam ability. And practice shot, because I just got hit and lost the ability. Well, not the only way, but the best way to do it, you just run right into that guy, he drops his umbrella, then you get the beam ability instead of the parasol. Now, I have to be stupidly careful here, which I was. Go back into the other room, and we can smack that bomb. Well, we can get these guys out of the way. There we go. Now we can smack that bomb. Sounds like a terrible game show. Now, Wheel can't go through things like that, but that little slider thing can, if you remember from a couple of parts ago. Okay, so see, we've missed a couple of things, and that's just because of the layout of the castle. But we're gonna backtrack for now, because it's bothering me that we missed a couple of things. But that does mean fighting all these goobers again. I do believe goober is the technical term. Huge jerks, that's the street language. Okay, maybe that's not the street language either, but this is more of a family-friendly channel. So, yeah. Sorry, by the way, if you're hearing any cars go by outside. I've covered this in a previous part, but my recording studio is right outside some kind of road thing. It's really inconvenient, but, you know, the show must go on. So, let's pretend the zooms are just part of the game. Yeah! Yeah! No? Don't X out. Come back. Please come back. Okay. We have to take down the hammer. Again. Eventually. Probably. Ow. Why does the football player have a hammer? And is he throwing footballs or coconuts? It's all really unclear. I don't understand. I don't know that I'm meant to understand. Okay, we can just ignore that and continue on very tediously because I need to get the hammer back to that main room, and I have decided this is the time where it's going to happen. I was thinking that it looped around a lot faster than it may or may not, so I decided to keep going. But then I hit that point, and you'll see why I turned around at that point pretty soon. So, grab the hammer, fight our way back to the entrance, preferably without dying. Luckily, there's a lot of food here. And we'll see what we can do about some hammer treasure action of awesomeness. Which, again, is the technical phrasing. Smack. Run back through the main room, which you may or may not see a couple more times. I saw it several more times. But again, I had a death or two and some backtracking I had to do that I decided to cut out for the sake of everyone's sanity. You're welcome. Do you like not having to see tedious things? If you like not seeing tedious things, be sure to like and subscribe. General YouTuber whoring out of channel, yeah! So this is fun. I like doing this. You jump, and gravity takes over. And with the hammer, it's even more fun, because you kind of become Sonic the Hedgehog in his spin dash. Except for the speed. For that, you'd have to go play one of the Smash games and eat Sonic with Kirby. Now, I'm avoiding the fire because when you have hammer, you keep the hammer. We've been over this, guys. You know. It's like Rule 1 of Kirby. Except when it's not Rule 1 of Kirby. We got a turtle shell, which is an obvious Mario reference. And we're still missing a couple of treasures, but we're on the right track, so that's good. So continuing on, I have a dog outside barking. That's fun. I don't have a dog. Should I be worried about that? I should probably be worried about that. We need fire. But Kirby can't use fire underwater. Don't worry, there's a solution. But for now, let's go through the door. And the water has a mind of its own. And I lost the hammer. And I almost lost my life. Okay, got the warrior shield, but now the question is there anything over to the right? We'll never know, because I'm dead. At this point, there's a lot of backtracking to do, but thanks to the magic of editing, you won't have to see it. You're welcome. So, grab my little fire buddy here. I had a hammer just coming into this room. Grab fire, make fire a partner, and for kicks and giggles, let's get to double firepower. Run back through the same way I came originally. Beat up what's-his-face. Again, I don't know what his name is. Mr. Ninja Man. Take that, Mr. Ninja Man, and your ninja ways of ninjaing. You are now ninja dead, which is the deadest a ninja can ever be. I don't know what this voice is. Okay, so Kirby can't use fire underwater, but my partner can. It's a neat little trick. I like that trick. It's pretty clever. And you don't have to go too far back to find the right power, thank goodness. Alright, grab some foods that we don't need, and more treasure! Now that sword, I think it might be a Fire Emblem sword? I'm not incredibly sure. It might not be, I don't know what I'm talking about. But it could be. I don't know. Got a 1-up, go through the door, and continue on with our journey. Now, I was curious if there was something over on the right, so this time we're actually going to find out. The answer is no. No, there is not. Get off me! There's a pit below us! Ow! Partners, man. Partners. I know their goal isn't to kill me, but it kind of feels like it. Between Bonkers pushing me into lava, and what's-his-face? Burn and Lead almost pushing me into the dark abyss below. Kind of feels like they're out to get me. Okay, reverse elevator, where you can't jump. Because, you know, gravity. To further emphasize that, I'm trying to fly, and it just will not let me. Kinda lame, but, you know, whatever. It's cool. Meanwhile, that dog outside stopped barking, so that's good, right? It's just, you know, occasional and sporadic, you know, animals. Animals be crazy, yo. Alright, so we're good on treasures. We're caught up to this point. So now, kill some janitors again, because, you know, who do you think you are trying to keep this castle clean? Kirby will not be having it. Not during the invasion. And let's come up here. We can go in that door, but I want to see if there's anything else up here. There is not. Except for my partner being annoying. So, let's go back in this door. And ta-da, we're right where we left off. Which is kind of perfect. So that's why I turned around about right there and went back. It was the best place to do it. That way we got everything out of the way. Continuing on, mic ability is fantastic, so let's do it. Future me will regret that decision. Continuing onward and forward, there are a lot of doors in this castle. Like, a lot of doors. Okay, this is another clever little trap that I fell right into. The wind is pushing me to the left. The sleep ability stops me from doing anything, so it lets the wind have its way with me. Second verse, same as the first. A little bit better, but a lot more Z, 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 Z. That's a sleep sound, in case that wasn't clear. Okay, dashing onward. That wall gave me some trouble. I didn't want to hit the sleep ability, so I had to be very careful. Mr. Saturn! Now, did you know, most of you probably do, that that is an Earthbound reference? Mr. Saturn is something in Earthbound. If you remember from a previous part I mentioned, I've never played Earthbound. That has not changed. I have never played it. I would like to try it sometime. I just haven't gotten around to it. So Mr. Saturn, I mainly know him from Smash, where he's a really useless item. I know it has a use, so before everyone goes, but Yokuo, it does this in the melees and the brawls in the Smash 4s. I know. It does. It actually does do something. I'm just not familiar with it. I'm sorry. Please forgive. Ow. I just got stoned. Come on. Sometimes you have to go for the lowbrow jokes, guys. Okay, so door on the left, door on the right, but I'm going down here because there's a treasure. And if you haven't guessed, Kirby likes treasure. Alright, go through here, and in here is literally space because of reasons. I don't know. I can't explain it. So, the gravity does do some weird stuff in this room, which you're about to see. See, I'm trying to fly back up to get on that ledge, and I got pushed down by gravity error. I'm not sure. I'm also not sure if this treasure box is a reference or just a generic treasure box. But can we all stop and appreciate for a second that there was a treasure box inside of a treasure box? That's kind of fun, right? Right? Hello? You guys still out there? Huh, alright. Meanwhile, the Crusher Room! Because, come on, there had to be a Crusher Room. It's a treasure hunting minigame. We got a mannequin. So yes, if you miss the door, you die. And then you start at the save point. It's kind of a terrible, terrible move. But, you know, that's just how these things go sometimes. Meanwhile, we have a mirror ability, so that's how we're going to go right now. Smash through that. And with what will be perfect timing, those blocks on the right, you need a stone to get through them. So boom. He takes care of that with the perfect timing. So perfect, in fact, that I didn't realize for a second it was the stone that did it. I thought I did it. Which led to some problems with my backtracking, where I tried to do that and was very confused. Footage not found because I'm trying to save you all from having to watch backtracking. Continuing on in here, there's a treasure up there, but this looks like a fun secret door full of secret things, and we're outside. And I can't go back in. Get off me. Get off me. So, backtracking ahoy! Except not, because I cut that out for you. So we're back here now, and we are not going to go in that door again. I'm sure most of you people who are watching this have played Kirby Superstar at some point, and don't lie to me and tell me that you haven't done that, because I think we've all done that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I do that every time I play, because every time I play, I see it, and I'm like, oh, that door's different. That probably leads somewhere really cool and neat. I need to go find out. Oh, I'm outside. On treasures, we are still caught up. There's not Ness from Earthbound, basically. There's a soda. Now remember, kids, when there's soda or turkeys laying in the middle of the floor in a deserted, abandoned castle, only full of enemies that want to kill you, you drink that soda and you eat that turkey. Don't sue me. Now the problem with the room that we were in before, we need a cutter and a stone. We need both. So I had to backtrack a lot to go find a cutter. So we're gonna grab this cutter and go back down here and grab another cutter. Now there might have been a cutter closer to that room, but I don't remember if there was. I didn't see one when I was playing, but I didn't hit every single room. So honestly, I might have backtracked a lot for no reason. back up here now, get rid of the second cutter. My helper needed some health. He was gonna die soon. And I really cannot have that happening. I'm gonna grab a stone ability. Yes, I avoided the lowbrow joke. You're welcome. We're back here. For you all, this took maybe about 30 seconds. For me, it was about a 10-minute setup. And this room. This room is mean. That laser ability just, well, Kirby's Adventure's laser ability just sits there spamming lasers. We got a King's Cape. Ow. 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 I'm trying to access my treasures to look at them, but it won't let me do that when I'm getting hit or have just gotten the treasure. Now I just want to get out with my life intact, which we did, luckily, somehow. Okay, we are good. 43. Everything seems fine, so we are going to go ahead to the save point, and that's where we're going to wrap up today. We have pretty much knocked out the castle. Now, as of the time of my playing this, I thought we had, but we actually did miss a room. So at the start of next part, we'll take care of that. But for now, let's go back down here, hit that secret-ish exit again. Deal with a little bit of lag because of everything going on screen. I just want to make sure real quick that there's not an exit over on the other side, and there's not. It's not mirrored. Mirrored, because I'm using the mirror. Okay, guys, it's funny. You can laugh sometimes. It's fine. I won't tell. I can't hear you either because, yeah. Now, this is me being confused because I'm not sure if I hit that save point. So we're going to go out, come back in, and re-save just to make sure. But that'll pretty much do it for this time, guys. Hope you enjoyed this part, as always. If you like what we're doing, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell everyone you've ever met in the history of your existence about the channel, because growing is good, and it lets us make more content for you guys. So, hope you enjoyed yourself. Until next time, this has been Yokuo and Annie Yokuo somewhere, who I forgot to introduce at the start of the part. Sorry, Annie Yokuo. And we will see you next time on Yokuo Plays. Bye!